Relationships are like a bicycle. They are only stable when they are moving. If it is not moving, you are waiting for a crash.
Okay.
If you don't have a view, if you're not ready for marriage, go prepare fast, go learn fast, go grow up. There's no such thing as dating for fun.
Okay.
And warn men to stop going for wives in the university. There are no wives in universities, only children. If you are dating a 22-year-old, we should donate money for you to start a kindergarten. You are going to start growing.
I have a way to debunk all you keep saying about 22-year-olds.
Let's go.
Yesterday, I had, her story was partly what you said, and I even told her, because she was talking about how, when she was 21, 22, she was dating, and it just kind of ended up messy. But she got married this year in February, and she's 25 to a very nice, godly guy. So, but I think she
How does it debunk my theory?
No, okay, it doesn't fully.
Okay.
But, man, I was so close. I was so close. I was trying to help you out, guys.
So I wanted to tell you, when I attend a wedding and the bride is 24 or 25, while others are ululating, I always say a silent prayer. Because I know she picked the groom, she picked a life partner using a teenage brain, with the blinkers on, with the blinders on. 50-50 she might land safe, 50-50 she might crash land.
Yeah.
But if she's 23, it's the man I pity. Because he's marrying a child, doesn't know what she will become. You're marrying an egg, hoping what hatches from the egg, and you've committed to live with it, is something you like. Women only become themselves late 20s. That's when who she's becoming, who she will become blossoms. That's when her real self comes up. The other one was a transition version of herself.
No, but this one, honestly, she's very mature. She's even written a book about dating the Jesus way. So at least is. She had learned from her mistakes.
We did not say they are foolish. We said they are sharp. They acquire skills. The teenage brain is for skills acquisition. So you can learn authorship, you can learn engineering, you can learn medicine, you can learn many things. But decisions that involve long-term consequences, like the choice of a partner, require rational brain, which only matures at 25. Let people argue what they want. And I told the Wazungus in the West, where I have studied, so they date so young. That's why the divorce rates are outrageous. Because you're picking partners before you know who you shall become. When you finally become, you have to choose either the partner or the career or the calling. That's why many prominent people decided so early. Then she's talking to you when she's still 25. I want to talk to her when she's 35. She's proving things before she's even passed the test of time. I want you to stand the test of time before you can say, I did it and I'm still here. I did it.
Guys, how I met Tosha. Sawa, nimesikia. But I'll introduce you. Maybe you'll be. She might be an outlier. She could be an outlier. But anyway.
Of course, we're saying it's not a universal. There are early
but generally, I agree with you.
You're right.
Take your time, learn yourself. Someone here is saying, Ati, I'm in love with a guy, but we're in a long-distance relationship. But he doesn't call or text. Okay,
which love? That's a pre-25. I told you this pre-25s will tell you drama.
Wait, I've not even gotten to the drama. Long distance and the guy is not calling or texting.
And we are in love.
How is this supposed to work?
That's a 23-year-old.
But then you say, but when he comes, he always says that he loves me. And when I ask him why he doesn't call, he says that love comes from the heart, not from the phone.
Joyce, now welcome to Teenage Brains. That's a pre-25. That's a 24 and below. Nobody mature would hear love of words and there's no love in actions. Love is actions. Missing you, looking for you, caring, showing it. Now she's believing only words that are not supported by any actions. Being told ridiculous things and she has the courage to type them here. Joyce, anybody mature can't type that nonsense. This is a teenage brain. That's what I'm telling you. Before they mature, they write ridiculous things. And they hope they make sense. They want you to interpret for them. He loves me, but doesn't. We are in love. She said they love, but he doesn't call. When he comes, I love you does not come from the phone, comes from the heart. And she believes it enough to ask Joyce about it.
Would you call him a con man?
No, the girl is stupid. She's too young. She's doing the wrong things at the wrong time. This guy is not a con man. He is not sharp. He's being assisted by the girl's naivety. Any adult would have seen that.
Okay, so this brings up a good point because, and I know there are many SMSs coming in like, what are the behaviors of these con men, right? Okay. So people want to see what the behaviors are. But before we even jump into that, there's something you've raised that I think pegs an interesting question, which is, at what point is it that it is not the guy actually being a con man or having this, scamming behavior, but it is our own immaturity, our own insecurity, our own just sort of misunderstanding about a relationship and what life should be. Because I think many of us are confusing the two. And so it's very easy to blame the other party and call them a con man. But maybe actually there was stuff that we should have been working on the whole
This
time.
case I handled this morning. Perhaps that's why I'm on fire. She told me,
Clearly,
I was dating this guy when I was 21. We got married, we got there. Later on, the mother-in-law chased me, brought the ex-wife who had been there. Now they're living together. I'm living. How old are you now? 24. Choice. When you hear a girl who has cooked a hell for herself, then she's like, now they behave this way. She's listing their behavior. Stop talking about them. It's you. What made you marry at 21? Why were you behaving suicidal? Why you chased away? What was wrong? You should have just built yourself first. So forget about them.
So she's 24 and divorced.
Yes.
That's
With
sad.
a child and abandoned. This was a hell of a own cooking. That's why I'm saying these children, I told her, please take your time, grow yourself first. They were not cunning, they are not wise. You're just assisting them with your foolishness. You cooperated until you are led to a ditch. So what you do, you took yourself to the hyenas and they ate you, they beat you everywhere. It's not that they are very fierce, they ran after you. You took yourself there. So what you do then, realize I was wrong, go back to where you belong, cook yourself, grow yourself, prepare yourself, make a place so that when you date with the power. So that you have money, you are on a place with a person who doesn't qualify, you release them. You go date again, you release them. So the point is, these girls don't get into dating stuff before 25. You're too young for it.
Jose here from Narok is saying, hey Benjamin, Kwani, is the man always the problem in marriage? I have the right to date whom I want as long as they're not under 18.
I mentioned in this very show, thank you for coming late and not acknowledging that you came late. I mentioned in this very show that women can trap men. And I said some women are rattlesnakes. He did not hear that because he came late. I said there are women who are dangerous. They will torment you themselves.
Okay.
So it's not always a man. Yes.
Okay. Lillian from Kericho says, I'm in an entanglement. Wololo. Dating a guy who's also seeing another lady. Why are you doing that though?
Thank you. Talk to them. You are gentler than me. So why are you asking?
Why are you doing that though?
Are you abducted there?
Okay.
These are the people we are saying they are assisting the abuser.
She says, he's already introduced the lady to his family, but I'm also pregnant for him. He is insisting I give birth to this baby. Like the lady won't stay forever. Na mimi niko na mtoi. Akia nani.
This is not yet 25. That's why you feel frustrated. Whenever you talk to pre-25s, you feel frustrated, angry. Because they're telling you...
Why would you allow yourself to be treated that way? I don't understand.
Contradicting stories. What are you doing here? Are you bound there? Even if you have a baby, go build your life. The baby notwithstanding. But again, anyway.
Seriously, women, young women, you need to learn how to value yourself and understand that every action you make has a future consequence. You may be forgiven for it. God may forgive you for it. Whoever you harm may forgive you. You may forgive yourself. But every action will always have a consequence. And those consequences will determine the circumstances of your life.
Yeah, Jesus, now you feel what I always feel.
No, I do feel it's really frustrating, and I just feel like that's not living up to your potential. Just because a guy has told you, you deserve better. Come on, sis.
Thank you.
Nah.
I want girls to prioritize their mission in life before you prioritize marriage or relationship.
That makes me sad. It really does.
It is.
It makes me sad.
Imagine that child will be born to what kind of situation now? It has a ripple effect. It's not necessary.